Just how does one fight the dark side, these demonic entities behind this dark agenda, these demonic interdimensional entities full of hatred and not else? How does one confront and deal with these demonic entities who thrive and become even more powerful when opposed with hatred and anger? How does one deal with these dark entities? One of the most powerful teachings in the world on this subject is the famous text, the famous book, the Bhagavad Gita, in which Krishna reveals a series of profound truths to Prince Arjuna on the nature of reality before they set out to battle in the Kurukshetra war. It expounds an incredible philosophy found echoed in the Jedi of Star Wars on opposing darkness from a place of compassion and detachment. In it, neither running away and avoiding it or fighting with hatred and rage is the right course of action. Instead, Krishna teaches Arjuna what is called the path of right action. Anger induces delusion. Delusion, loss of memory. Through loss of memory, reason is shattered, and loss of reason leads to destruction. But the self-controlled soul, who moves amongst sense objects, free from either attachment or repulsion, he wins eternal peace. Having attained peace, he becomes free from misery. For when the mind gains peace, right discrimination follows, says Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. A similar philosophy is found in the ancient Chinese text, the Tao Te Ching. Unevolved people are eager to act out of strength, but a person of Tao values peace and quiet. He knows that every being is born of the womb of Tao, and Tao is the way, the path. A person on the path values peace and quiet. This means that his enemies are his enemies second, his own brothers and sisters first. Thus he resorts to weapons only in the direst necessity, and then uses them with utmost restraint. He takes no pleasure in victory, because to rejoice in victory is to delight in killing. Whoever delights in killing will not find success in this world. That is what Master Lao Tzu says in his Tao Te Ching. Jesus was also depicted in the Gospels as someone who opposed darkness, yet at the same time did so from a place of love. Ye have heard that it was said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies and pray for them that persecute you, that ye may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust. Love is a state of being within. To feel love for those who hurt us, to harbor no resentments or ill will towards anyone, no matter what they have done, is difficult to achieve, but something very worthwhile, as it then allows us to keep love as a permanent state of being, rather than a feeling that arises only around selective people at selective times. Sometimes it seems like there is no other way than to use anger, insults, and reactions in the struggle for truth, freedom, and justice. However, love and justice can't just be the end goal to be accomplished by whatever means. If so, they will only ever stay as an ideal that cannot be reached. To be achieved, they must also be the means. Being able to deal with those involved in harmful activities in a conscious, just, and detached way allows the intelligence of love to emerge and for us to be more effective in our actions. While anger and hatred make us compulsive, reactive, and violent, Detachment and consciousness enables us to perceive a situation clear of the cloudiness of emotion and to act in the best way. It is possible to have a sense of love towards those who have hurt us, while still acting justly to defend ourselves against them. In this way, love becomes a permanent state and way of being rather than just a fleeting feeling. Love is often seen as something sappy and weak, while aggression gives someone the appearance of strength and courage. However, it can be surprising to find out that it is quite the opposite. Truly, love comes from the consciousness within and gives real courage, strength, and intelligence that does not depend on external things and gives the ability to endure even the greatest hardships. While aggression only puffs up someone who may ultimately be very weak within, controlled by the extremes of anger and fear that are completely dependent on outside circumstances. To defend goodness against evil is so important, and it's a wonderful thing, but ultimately if we don't free ourselves from our own anger, hatred, and resentments, whoever they are held towards in our lives, then we will lose the war within. As found in many ancient sacred teachings, the battle in the truest sense is the one against the darkness inside us, which is the purpose behind the timeless struggle between good and evil in this world anyway. If you agree, I want you to hit that subscribe button, give a thumbs up, leave some comments about your own internal struggle, your battle in the truest sense, the one that's against the darkness inside all of us, inside you, inside me.
Namaste. Namaskaram.